Hey guys, what is going on? My name is NoJ456, and today I have some information about Black Ops 3 Zombies in regards to the storyline, in regards to the development, and what we can expect to see in 2015 this November whenever Zombies actually launches. This is probably the most information that we've ever got out of an interview or any sort of Zombies information so far at E3, and just in general, there really hasn't been any real information that's come out thus far. But let's go ahead and take a listen to this interview. This is Jason Blundell. This is the guy who has taken over Jimmy Zelensky's job, and the guy who just has the final say on everything Zombies, and it's very, very interesting to see what he has to say. Let's go ahead and take a look.
Very, very exciting. I'm really excited to play, but one other big part of your role obviously is Zombies, and I know you can't talk a lot about it, and I'm going to keep pushing you on it until you squeal, but tell us a little bit about what's coming with Zombies this year.
I'm going to have to speak in general terms in a lot of senses. It's definitely the biggest and most adventurous Zombies experience that we've created. Not just in terms of the Easter eggs, not just in terms of the kind of character developments, not just in terms of some of the physicality of the world, but just the overall kind of pervasive vision of it. It's the world that's constructed, and again I can't give away too much, but the world that's constructed and the kind of detail and thought that's gone into it, the people that are in that world, and how that connects to the larger story which we've been telling for like the last 8 years now. Having the 3-year development allowed us really to kind of just weave it all together. And so every corner of that map, every corner of that existence has been meticulously scrutinized. And that's what really sets this Zombies experience on the disc apart from any previous map, including kind of DLCs of the past, of which we've had fantastic success. This thing really is special and really kind of ignites our creativity in the zombie group.
That is sufficiently cryptic,
So there's a few different interesting things in this and a few different ways you can interpret it, but I'm going to play back this one little clip that just struck me as very, very important and what they were saying with the storyline. A lot of people have been asking, like, hey, is the storyline going to be a brand new storyline? Is it going to completely abandon the old one since it ended with Origins, is what a lot of people say. I obviously think very, very differently. I think Origins was just another piece of the puzzle that is the zombie storyline, and I think the ending cutscene of Origins is very, very important, but it is not the beginning, it is not the end. It is just another piece of the puzzle. So let me play back this one little part, and then we'll talk about it.
The world that's constructed, and again I can't give away too much, but the world that's constructed and the kind of detail and thought that's gone into it, the people that are in that world, and how that connects to the larger story which we've been telling for like the last 8 years now.
So whenever I hear this, the characters in the new world, just that part specifically, these characters in the new world they've created, makes me kind of go in two different directions of thinking and then kind of cross one off the list. Obviously there's kind of 3 different options here for what they could be going with. Now, number 1 is the one that I'm crossing off the list. Number 1 out of 3 is the fact that they're talking about the original 4 characters. I think the original 4 characters are not going to be appearing in the first map, at least. They might be coming later on in a DLC. Again, we're going to have to wait to see about that. But I think the way that he's speaking about this, like this new world and the way these characters fit in with the storyline, we already know a lot about what the original 4 characters are and like how they fit in with the storyline. So that, for me, just kind of completely axes off the question on if they are going to be the 4 characters that we play with in the very first Zombies map whenever the game launches. Now, number 2 out of 3, the second way of thinking that I think possibly might be an option is that we might be playing once again with the new 4 characters, the Samuel, Russman, all these guys. I believe that it's possible that we could be going back to them, but this interview and the way he makes it sound kind of makes me say, okay, that's possible, but the way he's saying these characters and how they relate back to the storyline, we already kind of know what the role of Russman, Marlton, Samuel, and Misty were. We already know what they did. They kind of helped either Maxis or Richtofen all the way through accomplish their end goal, and they already kind of found their place in the new world, and that was solving either sides of the Easter eggs and getting either of those endings were either Maxis or Richtofen to complete total control of the zombies. That was kind of their purpose. That was what they were doing in this new kind of destroyed Earth after the moon map, and that it leaves it a little bit open. But to me, the way he makes this sound is that it's possible we could either be getting a completely new set of characters or a combination of new characters and new and old. Maybe something like Misty returns and then 3 other new guys, or maybe Misty and Samuel return, and then 2 new guys. Because if you think about it, if you just think about the logistics of it, the character voices for this game, just thinking about purely outside of the game world and not talking about the storyline, but talking about actually making this game, it's hard to get someone back 3 years later to do the same voice acting job. So obviously Treyarch 3 years ago created Black Ops 3. They needed voice actors for all 4 of the characters. And then they kind of finished Black Ops 2. And now 3 years later, obviously they probably got them back before that if they did. But these characters are needed once again for the new game. But that's a long time passed in between. That's at least about a year in between when they finished development for the last one and then kind of went into the development for Black Ops 3. So it's possible. It's definitely possible. It's more than likely possible if they really wanted to that they could get it back. They just offer enough money. But it's not super plausible to me that these characters are going to be returning. To me, it sounds like we're going to be getting 4 brand new characters, and that's how we're going to kind of start off the Black Ops 3 Zombie storyline. Again, this is pretty much the biggest information reveal we've got so far. This is the latest official information, and obviously it's not very much. It's very cryptic, but we can read into this a little bit and kind of use it to start formulating our theories about what Black Ops 3 is going to be, what the first map is going to be about, because we're not even going to talk about the DLC. The DLCs could literally go in any direction. It could be something from Die Rise, where it continues the campaign, to kind of Mob of the Dead, which is completely different, designed by a completely different team, but it's still a very cool map. And it's just very interesting to see where we could possibly be going with the zombie storyline. But anyway, guys, that is going to about wrap up the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, make sure you smash that like button. Let's try to go for 1 like on this video. That'd be very much appreciated. And anyway, make sure you guys are subscribed for more zombies information in the future. And I will see all of you in the next video. Bye-bye.